Welcome back to the pregame. Time now for our talk with Coach Butch Pedersen, presented by Main Street Suites. Coach, up to Mac Valley last week and get back on the winning ways. Nice way to bounce back for this team, 52-0.
It certainly was. I was glad to see the offense really start to come in their own a little bit. We still have a lot of improvement to make in that area, but some really good things. Special teams were outstanding. 7 for 7, I think, extra points, got a field goal, 90-yard kickoff. I mean, what else do you want? We did a really good job. And defensively, Tyler's having, I think, his best year as a defensive coordinator. Threw a shutout against those guys, and very, very glad that we had an opportunity to get everybody that we possibly could into the game.
Yeah. Well, you talked a little bit last week that Tuesday, the night we normally come out here, you thought that was one of the best practices you had. What was it about that has kind of carried over to them that hopefully can keep building here as this season progresses?
Well, we changed some formations, and we have some additional formations that we haven't shown yet at this particular point. But I was pleased to see them remember what they're supposed to do. We had double tight with a flanker, and we had some other things that we liked, and I really, really liked what I saw offensively. And that was in practice what I'm talking about. And John changed some things, and that's turned out to be a good deal for us.
Well, like you said, the night started special teams-wise. We get the football. Peyton goes 90 yards, whatever it was, gets into the end zone for the touchdown. I mean, great way to really start that, and it just felt like the whole team fed off of that excitement from that first play.
Oh, there's no question. Now, Chet's been doing some things in the sidelines and enthusiasm drills, things of this sort. And when we scored that 90-yard touchdown, they went crazy on the sidelines, and that was good to see that. And we have actual tapes on that to show the kids, and we practice it once in a while in practice, and that's something that's becoming more popular all the time at the high school and the collegiate level.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And you mentioned earlier Wyatt Federland. He had himself a ball game, 7 for 7 on extra points, 34-yard field goal that had plenty of distance. I mean, it would have been good from a long ways. Kickoffs, he's got some height and depth on him. He's getting them inside the 5, but he's allowing the coverage team to get down there. Oh, and throw in, he played a great night on defense, and he just got a rushing touchdown too. That was a good all-around game for him.
Yeah, he's a young talent that's going to get better and better all the time. Needs to get stronger, a little bigger, but he's really had a good year at this point, and his kicking has been very, very good. He made a statement here a while back that he was a better kicker than Cale, and he's trying to show everybody that that's the case, I guess.
Well, and then you mentioned offensively, rotated things a little bit differently. Had 2 tight ends set. You had 3 guys rotating in there. 2 of those guys weren't tight ends at the start of this season. They've learned it in the last few weeks. All 3 of those guys looked like they were doing a pretty good job out there.
Yeah, and that's good to see that, because if one's not, we'll pull one and put in the other one. So there's some competition there. And they all 3 can catch the football, and there's some packages that we're going to use our 3 tight ends all together. And we haven't really done that at this point, but that's on our repertoire coming up.
Well, one of the fun things during the game Friday night, Jared Tiley said, I'm seeing just a lot of smiles. This is just a good team victory. They're just having fun down here, and that's what the game's about, is getting these guys to just enjoy themselves out there.
Oh, there's no question about it. I know after that loss to Waterloo, a lot of people in the community started to panic, and I think that's ridiculous. This is a high school program, and we've given 80% in the last, 35, 40 years, whatever it is. We've had great players. We've had kids that really work hard, and this is no different this year. We have some young kids that are young. But at the beginning of the year, we rebuilt, and rebuilt was beating a 4th-ranked team, Lisbon. And there's no need to panic. We want your support. We want you to be there. We want you to support us in a positive manner. And we've talked to kids about noise. Don't always listen to the noise, because it's just really it's true love, but they're not responding in the right way, frankly.
Yeah. Well, get a chance to come out and support here tonight, taking on L&M. It's also Veterans Appreciation Night, and I know Dave McElrath does a lot for that. You guys it's amazing to see the kids' response to be able to do something to help recognize what these veterans have done.
Oh, Dave McElrath is a wonderful human being, and he's got that gruff exterior, but he's got a heart of gold inside. He's a mama's boy, and he's done a great job with the military thing, and we're going to honor the vets again, and I think that's what it's all about. That's another learning process. It's not just football, but it's a learning process that we're trying to teach the kids that'll make them better human beings down the road.
Well, we're looking forward to it, Coach. Thanks very much for joining us.
All right, thank you.
That is Coach Butch Pedersen, presented by Main Street Suites. Back with more of the pregame right after this. You're listening to the Bearcast at westbranch.football.